Hello grade 8s, I'm doing question 2 of the cycle test number 3. Okay, so required, use the transactions below, all of them here, to draw up a cash receipts journal or CRJ of cutting edge gardening services for July 2021. Okay, so cutting edge gardening services, as you can see, it's a service business. So we are rendering services, and when we are rendering services, we earn current income. Okay, on the left hand side you'll see all the dates, okay, that it took place, and then each transaction is on a specific date. You will see, I want to point out, on day 4 there's 2 transactions. You will see how that affects the bank account. Okay, so the first question will be, or the first transaction, D. Dixon, the owner, increased his capital contribution with 200,000 Rand, and a receipt number 20 is issued to him. It's very important that you write the specific receipt number in as well when you're doing the answer. Okay, so going to the answer here, you will see that in the document number, the first column of the CRJ, remember this is a CRJ of cutting edge services, and you will see there that receipt number 20 goes under document number. Day 1 is a specific day that took place, and remember, when it's a receipt, the person or business's name will be in the details. Okay, it's under analysis of receipts, 200,000 Rand. You will see there's a line drawn underneath, and because there's only one transaction on the date, will immediately go into the bank account. And because it's capital, there's not a column for capital specifically, therefore it goes to the sundry accounts. And there's a 200,000, and you write capital. Okay, then on day 2, or day second transaction on day 4, received 6,000 Rand from a client for services rendered as per cash register tape or CRT. Now, if they don't tell you what the number is of CRT, you will start with CRT number 1. Otherwise, they will tell you it's CRT number 2 or 5 or 10, and then you continue with the numbering. The same with the receipts. The next receipt will be number 21. Okay, so for transaction 4, you received 6,000 Rand, and it's for services rendered. So you know it will also go into the current income column. Okay, so going there, you will see it's CRT number 1. That's the document. Okay, and then it's day 4, and you write services rendered. You write the amount in the receipts. Okay, analysis of receipts, you write the amount there. You don't write anything in the bank yet because there's another transaction, but you do write it in the current income column. There's specifically a column for current income, and most services businesses will have a current income column because that's a main business to earn income through rendering services. Okay, then second transaction on day 4, rented out a portion of the business to Mrs. N. Arendse for 8,000 Rand. The business issued receipt number 21. You'll see the previous one was number 20. This one was number 21. Okay, if you rent out a portion of your business, it means you're earning income, you're receiving money, so it must be rent income because you're renting out a portion of your property. Okay, the person is Mrs. Arendse. Okay, so therefore, under the document column, you will write receipt number 21. You don't have to write number 4 here because it shows already that there is a number 4. Okay, and then you write service or in Arendse, the person who gave you the money. You put 8,000 Rand under the analysis of receipts. So I put the 8,000 there, and now you will see there's 2 transactions on day 4. We add the 2 together in the bank column for 14,000 Rand. We leave the current income column open because this is not current income, and we go to the sundry accounts column at the back, and there we write 8,000 Rand rent income. You'll see whatever was put in the analysis of receipts will be the amount that goes into the last column, the amount, and this is the rent income, which is the details of the transaction. Okay, so that was day 4. Now we go to day 11. Received a donation of 25,000 Rand from a well-known entrepreneur, Mrs. J. Chadwick. A receipt was issued to her. I don't tell you what the receipt number is, but because the previous one was number 21, I know this one will have to be number 22. Okay, so we go to Mrs. J. Chadwick. In the first column, the source document number 22, receipt. Day 11, J. Chadwick is the person. If it's a receipt, again, I'm saying the person or the business's name. 25,000 Rand in the analysis of receipts column, and then there's one transaction on the day, so it will go directly into the bank account. It's not current income, so nothing in current income, but it is another account called donation income, which there is no column for, so we take it to the sundry accounts column. Okay, so the 25,000 Rand will be with the donation income. And then lastly, fell a tree at Mrs. Asia's house and received a cash payment of 7,000 Rand. Okay, so it's day 24, and it is the second transaction, which is where we are rendering a service. Remember, the services that this business is rendering is garden services, and one of the things that they were doing there was felling a tree for a specific client, Mrs. Asia. Okay, and we received a payment of 7,000 Rand. So therefore, we write CR2 in the first column. That's a source document. The first source document for CRT was number 1, so this must be number 2. Day 24, services rendered. You could have put in brackets Mrs. Asia, 7,000 in the analysis of receipts, 7,000 in the bank column, and then 7,000 in the current income. Okay, the reason for that being services rendered will always lead to current income. Okay, and now we don't add this column, which is the analysis of receipts. We don't have to add that. So we just add the bank column of 246. We add the current income column, which is 13,000 Rand, and we add the last column, which is the sundry accounts column, and that will then, therefore, if we add it all together, you will see it's 246 there, 13,000 here, 233,000 here. If we add these two together, we will get 246,000. Alright, so that was question 2 of the cycle test, and that was 25 marks. Just showing you how I got marks. These 3 items together, if you had it all correct, then it was 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, etc. And the rest is all like allocated on the answer sheet or the memo.